and I'll summarize. You are in the Watcher's Kingdom, which is Zale's kingdom, and Zale has asked you for help against a breach encounter because one of the priests has predicted that a breach encounter will show up today and attack the temple. Now, this is quite a scenario because the temple is one floor if you scroll on the map and see it. And at the very back of the temple is the deer clown the party beat 2 sessions ago.
The
Now,
bastard.
here are a few surprises. The first surprise is that we're going to be testing armies today. So I have two Triton soldier tokens. And let's see. Each one has 10 guys. So that would be 50 HP per token. And I'll
alright.
explain a little bit more about that later. Instead of having one AC, they have two ACs. I call it AC and BC. So let's say he has an AC of 10 and a BC of 15. So if the enemy rolls to hit lower than 10, that's a miss. 10 or 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14, that hits half the army, so damage divided by half. And then 15 and higher, it hits the entire army. So that's AC and BC. Also, you can choose to split your army in two up to the point where the smallest group is 5, or as a bonus action, or you can combine it as a bonus action. So when you split your army, the HP would be split too. Anyways, we can start by having everyone roll initiative. And Errki or Sethi, I have to make sure you have like everything in order. So do you have the D&D Beyond character sheet on the screen? And do you have the table plop, the Watcher's Temple scene up on the screen?
How do I get to the temple, to the plot part?
Okay, so once you've clicked the table plop link in the URL channel, have you made an account there? I think it takes like a minute to do that.
Oh, no, I have not. Okay.
Okay.
I almost rolled high. It was like 18, and then the die went to 2, and I was like, okay, I see how it is.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes, we are. So while I'm helping the new player who's joining us today with setting up, everyone else is rolling initiative.
Sorry, which
Oh, I
scene
don't think I
are
need to
we
roll
in?
advantage for that. That's pretty high.
I'm in, by the way.
Okay, good. And I'll have... Now, do you see the one that says E on the token? That should be yours. Also, what was your username that you used to log in there? Because I have to give the token control to
Set
you.
the Deathy Gmail. I don't see. I see like all these. I see all these scenes and the players, but I don't see a map at the moment.
Oh, yeah, you click one of the scenes, so it's called Watcher's Temple. That's where we are at right now. The other scenes are like other people's kingdoms, and usually I hide scenes if you're not going back there, but, you know, because the players own their kingdoms, they can just visit that whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so now I've added it to yours. It should be working now. Try moving your token backwards and forwards, like with your mouse.
Okay. Where? Sorry. Which section are we on the map?
We're like on a bridge. Everybody's underwater now. Everybody can breathe underwater and swim underwater because Zale has that temple that helps people breathe underwater and stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm the big E.
Yeah, it's a simple transmutation. I guess not so simple, but yeah, my priest can just turn land breathers into aquatic life forms.
Yeah, Zale's been really passionate about this. Like, sometimes a little too passionate. Like, I'm about to go to bed, I get a Discord notification. It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, my temple has steel this and proficiency that. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah.
Very thorough.
Yeah. So, anyways, the first surprise is that Zale has the honor of testing out, what's it called? The Army thing. It might suck, or it might be great, or too powerful, but we'll see how that works.
Okay.
I should probably type the Army stats in chat. Why don't you roll a regular d20 in the dice rolling bot for what the Army initiative is that you'll be controlling?
Okie doke.
Sorry about that.
Okay, Luck was 18, Patrick got a 3, Kumuk got 20, Zale got 3, and, okay, Errki, do you know how to roll initiative on D&D Beyond character sheet? You're muted, Sethi, yeah.
Oh, sorry. There was a police car in the background. I do I just click on the
You
initiative
just
button?
click on initiative.
Okay. All right, clicked on it. There's a dice lagging across the screen.
You can enable that. You can enable or disable 3D dice if you don't want it to keep doing that.
All right.
I find it quite
Gotta
satisfying.
It is, yeah, it is satisfying.
True.
Yeah. So would it make it not lag?
Varies.
Probably.
Well, if that's taking too long, you can just your initiative is your dexterity modifier, so you can just put a exclamation point or d20 plus whatever your dex is into chat like this. Not just
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. I think I'll do that next time. Okay.
like something like that, yeah, and then it will give you a result.
Gotcha.
And your roll was a 9. Okay, decent. And okay then. So surprisingly today, Kumuk is. Oh wait, and Zale's roll for the army was 13. And initiative.
So initiative for my bird.
Oh yes, that's correct. Let's see. Did you roll that?
Yes, I just rolled it. My bird got a 7. I noticed my bird token isn't here.
Okay, I'll have to add that. Characters, owl, familiar.
Where didn't he die?
You can
Yeah,
resummon them.
Oh,
Yeah, I paid
yeah.
10 gold to resummon them.
I got Halo respawn.
Characters and 7. Okay. Oh, yeah, I have to add him to initiative. Okay, so Kumuk, surprisingly, you are going first, despite usually being the slowest in the party, Mr. Turtle Man.
Right?
Yeah, so currently you can swim in 3 dimensions. You can breathe underwater. Your swimming speed is equal to your walking speed. And you can see there is a giant breach encounter shark surrounded by smaller sharks.
Okay. If I didn't have the opportunity already, I will spend my action activating my symbiotic entity so I can be prepared to begin combat to push back the enemy.
Okay, I'll say they appeared the moment you arrived, so you activate that as your action.
Okay, and bonus action, I will chalet.
Next on the turn order is Luck.
All right. All these breach sharks.
Yep, the biggest one is the breach one. The others are just followers.
Okay. Very tempting to go right there. All right. I will Wait. Even better. All right. Just standing there, I will cast Guiding Bolt, targeting the big boy right away.
A guiding bolt, and is that a DC or to hit?
To hit. And that is 10.
A 10 to hit. Well, luckily, unfortunately, this guiding bolt just glances off the tough Shulk skin of the Breach Shulk. And it is the little Shulk's turn. So this one, with the mouth, will swim 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and it will make one attack on luck. I will roll that in the Discord dice rolling channel. Now, this attack was a bite. Oh, that didn't work. I need to put a space in between those two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
And the damage is 8 piercing.
All right.
And that's not the only Shulk here.
Come back.
This Shulk will arrive and make an attack against the soldiers. Okay, so Zeke, this soldier group on the left has 50 HP and has an, I already explained this, but AC of 10 and then a BC of 15. So I'm gonna roll to see if it takes a bite out of those Triton soldiers. Plus,
okay.
Okay, a 9. So all of them swam away the same way a school of fish will swim in 1,000 different directions, as the Shulk
Yeah.
bite eats nothing. Okay, that's luckily for you two. These two will go up closer and chew on the walls. And it
On
is
the
the
wall?
Triton soldiers' turns. Yeah, they want to make like foundational structural damage, as they are quite monstrous. Okay, so your Triton army, let's see, 5 HP per man, and there's currently, I should put this in the thing, 10, and the other one is also 10. Also, let's see. So you have 2 attacks that I've put up here. The first is a +5 to hit, and it's a melee attack. And it will do, let's see, 5d8 per hit. So you'll roll twice, and if both dice hit, it does the full damage. But if only one dice hit, then only half your army managed to do an attack. Now, your other attack is a long-range attack, which is +2 to hit. And you also roll roll 2d20s for that one. And as a bonus action, you can split or combine your armies.
Well, got 2 soldiers. All right. So they're gonna go for a melee attack to the nearest truck to the left.
Okay, so that would be, there's 10 guys in here, so that would be a 2d20 plus 5. Actually, just, yeah, 2d20 plus 5, and you can roll that in the chat. Okay, so a 13 and a 20. Now, this Shulk has an AC of, okay. So both of these attacks hit. And that's a
Ooh.
natural 20 for your second one, so that would
Yeah.
be double damage. Now, for your damage, that would be 5d8 per hit, because each of them has a regular 1d8 attack. So just roll the first 5d8, and then the separate one separately, that I will multiply that by 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 22 to 22 damage, and the second one is 24. Okay, 48 damage. So that Shulk has died, and I will just turn it upside down. Okay, so are you doing anything with the army on the right side, or moving the army on the left side?
Yeah. Okay. The sailors on the right side, they will make a ranged attack against the shark, the nearest shark to the right, the one right in front of Luck.
Okay, so a ranged attack, that would be 2d20 plus 2. Okay, so a 13 and a 14 both hit. And your damage is 5d4 per hit, so that would be a 10d4.
So 10d4.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's 26. So this shark has harpoons, arrows, daggers, tridents sticking out of it as your army barrages it, but it is still alive. And that was the end of the attacks that your armies can do.
Okay.
Okay then, Errki, it is your turn. So I don't have a picture for you right now, but you are the E, and yeah, you can also give a little introduction to who your character is, and then tell us what you're doing this turn.
Okay. So, hold on, let me pull up. No. So, my name is Errki, the Bloom Lord of Kelka, keeper of the Urshire Castle. How do you say?
By the way, I love the Jamaican accent.
Yeah, I think the accent's pretty cool. What race are you?
Uh, I'm sure some of you had looked at my world building description, but those in the live stream. Kelkai is an order that lies within the Fey Forest of Doomire Grove. Originally formed by knights from neighboring region rallied by calling Archfey to defend the magical creatures within the groves in promise of audience of ghostly heroes. Many come and go with their initial packs when their initial packs come to an end, though others may choose to stay for life. Due to this, yeah.
Oh, so contract work. Yeah, I've been planning to
Pretty-
put a contract system in the game eventually.
Aha, now you have someone to do it for you.
Yeah.
You should contract him to make the contract.
We have a lot of contractor. They're like flying talking cats.
Oh, yeah. I suppose they would be contractors after their flying talking cat city, like up and left into the outer plains a few sessions ago. Anyway, so what are you doing on your turn?
Oh yes, I would take this. I assume these are just sharks swimming in the water. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I assume I am not in melee range.
You are in range of this one right here. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, he's right in front of you.
and this is your character.
All right. I would take my Molly in slap-baked fish. Okay. Then I'll probably do a rage as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna boop. I'm gonna be +6,
He's like
and I'll do this twice.
5 feet in front of you.
Oh wait, does that roll not work?
Okay, give me a second. So you have to put a space in between the R and the D.
Oh,
I don't know
weird.
why it makes you do that.
R?
Like, it should just automatically know what you want. But, okay, so
Oh,
that's, 19 plus 6 would be a 25, so that hits.
Always
Damn,
needs space
plus
for the
6.
D.
You gotta put a lot of spaces. That's weird. Okay. So I rolled a 25 and a 21.
Okay, so, are you doing your two... You're doing your 2 attacks per action, and what, are you hitting with?
I'm hitting with them all.
Okay, so, roll your damage, which is 2d6 plus 3, and then,
All right.
so you can just do that twice.
All right. Let's see.
It is a good thing I set up this dice rolling channel for when D&D Beyond craps the bed, which happens like I think once every 3 months.
Yeah. Let's see. So. Roll. Okay. I'm kind of just rolling on the D&D Beyond despite the slow dice. So one is, how do you turn off the 3D part of the dice?
It's some setting thing.
You should be able to do it in maybe, I think it's the anvil or the gears.
Okay, so I got a 12 and a 13. It will see 2 less.
Okay,
but
so
my rate...
I'm gonna stop you right there. Your first damage kills the shark. So for your second attack and damage, do you want to use that against something else? Like move and use that against something else?
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that. Can I move to that other shark and hit it?
Yeah, okay. So let's check your space. So that would be
Yes.
5, because if you go in... Oh, wait, it's 3-dimensional, so you can just swim above people. Yeah, that's a 20 feet of movement, so yeah, you can get there. And then that would be 11 damage. They have the same ACs, and... Okay, so you put a glancing blow on the second shark, and some blood comes out of its gill. And this one I'll turn upside down.
You are a fish fillet.
Okay, and that would be the end of your turn. Now, it's the owl's turn, Patrick.
Owl shall do as the owl always does and hold its turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and with that, it is the breech shark's turn. It is...
Ooh.
It looks at you with cold, lifeless eyes, because as Zale would tell you, he already knows that this type of shark is blind because of a parasite in its eye. Now, this eye parasite has its own dice roll that I will now proceed to roll a d4 for it, and that's the result of 3. So 3 gets you a mind sliver at 1d6 that it will attack long distance at Errki. Now, I just have to remember what the... A target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw. So, for that, you look at your character sheet, and on the left side, there should be a small thing that says intelligence -1 under the box that says saving throws. And you would either click that, or you would go into the Discord dice rolling chat and do a d20 minus 1 roll
Okay.
to see if you make this save.
It's a good thing I'm not making the intelligence saving roll.
Yes.
So a 13.
Okay, so unfortunately you failed that save, and you will
Ooh.
be taking 1d6 psychic damage. And also, you'll have disadvantage on next saving throw you do, if ever that occurs. So 1d6. That is, oh wow, that's maximum. Okay, so you've taken 6 damage. Now you can go to your character sheet, or you can just write it in pencil and subtract your current HP, which is 71, and 3 temporary hit points by 7. Oh yeah, by the way, how did you get those temp hit points again?
Oh, the chef can give me.
Oh yeah,
temporary
the
points.
chef.
I
Okay.
didn't. They weren't actually there because I never roleplay that I cooked anything. So I
It's
don't have.
okay. You could just keep that for now.
All right, 6 damage. You said.
Yeah, that's 6 damage as the eye parasite peers into your mind and delivers a mind sliver. Now, for the actual big shark, it has a movement speed of 10 because it's super slow. So 1 and 2. Okay, it's so big that one of the other sharks just got crushed by it. The dead one. It's still too far away to make any attacks, so that's where its turn will end, and it is Zale's turn. Oh wait, Patrick and Zale have the same initiative, so you can decide among yourself who wants to go first.
Patrick has a -1 dexterity modifier. I think Zale can go first.
Okay then.
Uh, yeah, all right. Yeah, I have a +1 deck, so I guess I'll go first.
You have more than twice the dex I do.
Fair enough. Okay. I will. Uh, the shark in front of Errki, he's still alive, isn't he?
That one, the one to the second one on the right, this one is still alive. Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna 5, 10, 15. I'm right in front of it, and then I'm gonna pull out my tapal, and I'm gonna use that to slash the hell out of it.
Yes, the T'Pol, your ancestral weapon. That gave me quite the headache to come up with how to do that. And what form is your
Yeah,
T'Pol in? It could be in 2 forms.
yeah, it is in slashing form.
Better one.
Okay. And wait, which shark are you attacking? You're attacking this one, right?
Yeah, the one that I'm in front of. That
Oh,
is also in front of Luck and Patrick and
oh
Erky.
no, this one is upside down. It died.
Oh.
So the only 2
Okay,
sharks
okay,
alive are this one, and this one. And if you want to hit this one, you'll have to get like all the way like around here, because the other thing is just water.
Yeah. Okay, so alright, I move 15 feet. I can move
Dark.
5, 10, 15. Uh, hmm. Well, I can't reach the shark all the way to the right because that's over 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just keep going towards the big one.
Oh, daring. You charge into battle.
20,
The army
25,
holds its breath as they watch you.
it's 30. I'm there.
Okay.
Uh, let's find out how this plays out. Okay, plus 85. Okay, this is yeah, my ball's in slashing mode. That range of 5 feet. Um, yeah, okay, I'm two-handing it.
Oh,
Was
right. So for this one, I
oh
didn't put a extra damage for two-handed one on the version of the weapon you have currently. If you want that more, you'll have to like upgrade it because they already gave it like a bunch of stuff right now.
yeah.
And are you rolling in D&D Beyond or the dice
I
rolling
do not.
channel?
I'm gonna roll in D&D Beyond. So for this weapon, I use my strength or my dex.
Your strength is higher, so I made it your strength.
Oh, okay.
Like, wait, let me check your Yeah, because it says +5,
Oh,
so that's the same as your trident. The +5 to hit.
oh, all right. Um, here's my. Oh, duh! I can just tap that. I can just tap this. All right, that makes a lot more sense. So that's not a great
Oh,
roll.
an 8. Well, unfortunately, the 8 is not strong enough as the first blow of your tapao clings off the shock.
It's a good thing I have a second attack. it's
Yeah,
it's
and
over this.
technically a third attack, but more like 2.5.
Yes, if I hit, then yeah, but I have another attack. Let's hope. Oh yeah, that definitely hit. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome. And rolling damage. 34 plus. Um, that is 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Oh, my 10 lost its ink. There we go.
Hmm.
So with that, a few scales from the behemoth of a shulk comes off, and you can see they kind of glitter strangely, almost bioluminescently, because we are in a deep ocean with very little light apart from the light of your temple and the city some distance away.
Yeah. Uh, and since I hit with that attack as my bonus action, I will, I will use a third attack.
Yep. And that one will deal a 1d4 damage because
Uh,
it's like when you do an attack and then you like flip your hand and then bring it back, you're kind of like halting your momentum to do
yeah.
the other attack. And by
And
the way, even if you miss your attack, you can still do the bonus thing.
oh, I did not
You
know
just
that.
have to attempt to make the attack. That's how I interpret the text. It's not on a hit. It's if you attack. That's what the text says.
Okay. Okay, if I attack.
Yeah.
Um, so with a bonus action, yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed with an 11.
Yes, unfortunately, the 11 misses, and you just scrape some barnacles off the shark's giant nose.
All right.
Yes.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay, and Patrick, let's see what you got.
Patrick, of course, when all this started was. No, I always figured we would have a bit more diplomacy involved in our meetings, not so much of this rambunctious combat. But seeing as Zale, king, in front of all his people, charged in front of the shark, Patrick is going to do what he thinks is the smartest thing, and that is making sure they don't let a king be killed in front of his people, as that would be bad for relations. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Patrick, you use 20 feet of his movement. Of course, his owl's riding him the whole way to get up to Zale. And we're
Well, if
going
you
to
want to be,
send. What's that?
well, if you want to be, huh?
Now, did forget to mention, but you can technically share the same space on the grid because we're underwater. You could just go above or below each other, and this shark is
Yeah.
really big.
Man.
Oh, remember, he's a wizard.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yes. I am a wizard. Shit.
Wait, what about the cast electricity spells?
First, what I'm trying to do is, would I be able to like? It would probably take my action to pull Zale back, wouldn't it?
Okay, yeah, because I don't think Zale will be resisting your pullback. So, I guess, yeah.
All right. Drat. Using taking my action to do that.
Well, you
It's probably gonna. I'm probably gonna have to do it anyway. And since I'm
Uh,
the one pulling
gonna
Zale, it
do?
shouldn't trigger.
I
It
would.
shouldn't trigger.
I will actually resist.
okay, so now that Zale is resisting the pullback, do you instead decide to do something else?
All right. Well, I can't. I didn't know he was going to resist. So Patrick's still going to have to, I guess, a grapple check to see if he can pull me
Okay,
back.
let's do a little PvP action here in front of the soldiers.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna roll athletics, and I'm gonna have my owl help me.
What his fin hair things?
I got an 8 for my grapple check.
All
An
right.
8. And Zale,
So
your resist is acrobatics or athletics, and you roll either of those. And let's see if it beats Patrick's 8.
okie doke. Yeah, it's a 20.
All right.
Uh,
Patrick fails to manage to grapple Zale.
He's too
As
slippery.
Patrick will use what's left of his movement to back up. You know, there are smarter ways to during an encounter than just charging in, you know.
mhm.
I look
And
back and I
Patrick will
say,
back
I
up
look back and I say,
another 5.
I'm, I say, I'm the fleet admiral. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, that is a good point. I mean, you do have 100 people on your side right now, or more. Kumuk, it's your turn. You're not quite sure what you saw there, but yeah, what does your wisdom say about the situation?
These two are just being idiots with different combat philosophy.
Yeah.
Well, since we got this massive behemoth of a shark that we got to deal with, I will, seeing as how it's pretty slow, I will drop a upcasted moonbeam.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
smart. It would take a while for it to move out of the way.
Yep. I'll just put it basically just right here in the center of it.
It took a very long time, especially since you can just move Moonbeam along with him.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That's one of the drawbacks of having this big guy who's really slow.
And I plan to use Cloud of Daggers, so that'll help.
That's a good one.
So how big was
Third
Moonbeam
level.
again? Like 10 radius?
5 foot.
5.
5
Okay.
foot radius.
There we go. I'll just put a here.
Slap that right on
Here.
top. of
Okay.
him. Have him make a con save, please.
Like, it's a small space, but he's just so big that he's just gonna, like,
It
be
just
in it
melts
for
a
long.
hole in him.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
slowly burning.
So
a hole
he
in.
got a 10 of a con. Oh wow, that's quite a
Nice.
bad roll considering the
That
stats.
is a definite fail. All right,
Epic
let me
fail.
roll the damage. Let's see if D&D Beyond wishes to work with me. It works. And he takes 20 radiant damage.
Okay, so that's with that. You can see a bunch of other creatures falling off and turning into shades as they swim away.
Oh, fascinating. So either this thing is being manipulated by all the shades on it. So I just smooth the moonbeam over him, just like a UV clean. All right. That is the end of my turn. I can't do anything else as a bonus action because I can't whack him as a bonus action.
Yes, and Luck, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So, like I said before, I will do a third level Cloud of Daggers, which is a 5-foot cube, and I'm just gonna put it right like here.
Okay, so I'll just duplicate this
Yeah,
circle and then make it 5 feet here. Okay.
that
Yep.
works.
Just having dinner
And
right now. Be right back.
that will be 15 slashing damage.
Okay. Let's see. Minus 50. Okay, so the big shark has received more damage, and you smell something that's like stale bread waft through the air, but also like has a bit of a fungus smell coming from the shark's body.
Has he been eating my shroom runoff?
Luck, anything else?
Nah.
Okay, it is the shark's
Nice.
turn, and it will do a wave slam attack. So let's see, its movement is 10, so that'll be 1 and 2. And I'll just move Zale a bit back so you're here now. And Zale, you've taken the damage of that unless you could have dodged it, so make a dex save.
Okie doke, I'm working on it.
Cloud of Daggers damages it again because it started its turn in the Cloud of Daggers.
Yep, okay, so roll the damage
That's
for that.
14.
Okay, one at a time.
Uh,
So, okay,
Sorry.
Zale, you do your save first, and then we'll do
Yeah,
the moonbeam
18.
and the. Okay, 18. So you've made it with only half damage, and I will roll the slam attack damage. Okay, so 11 becomes 10 divided by 2 is 5 bludgeoning. So you've taken 5 bludgeoning damage, Zale, as you've definitely swam away from the attack as it came towards you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and you did it backwards, so kind of like moonwalking underwater. Now, Luck, your damage for the knife thing.
14.
14. Okay, and Kumuk isn't here right now. I think he went somewhere. But what was...
Oh, I'm here.
Oh,
Well,
okay,
my
you came
dex
back.
save, right?
Yeah, so I have to make another con save, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, because it's the start of his turn from Moonbeam. Okay. That's a 16 this time.
I think that just makes it. Let me double check. Yep, he just makes it, so he will take half damage from the moonbeam. That is round down, right?
Yeah, so 14, 15 goes to 14, and then 14 goes to 7, so minus 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. So afterwards, let's see, that's the end of its turn. So it is the Triton's turn. Oh, right. So, let's see. These two sharks are still attacking the walls. And, for Kumuk and Patrick, I plan on doing your kingdom armies next. So think a little bit about what you want your attacks to be. I think I'll just start with one close range and one long range for both, just to simplify things and then add stuff later. Okay, Zale, it's your army attacks. Army turn.
Okie doke. Let me see.
Wait.
All right, they're going to attack the giant shark.
Okay. Sethi, did you say something? I couldn't hear you.
What if we threw the shark on land and drowned them?
That would be I would actually be an effective strategy, but unfortunately you are underwater right now. If you zoom
We're
out with the scroll ball, you can actually move to the right and up, and you'll see that there's a
Oh.
shoreline and the mountains of Bardland to
yeah,
the right.
Oh, so we're
We're-
actually like oh, I
Ye-
thought that was like a land bridge. We're just kind of
no,
Oh.
we're currently 3,000 feet underwater.
Yeah,
Oh.
3,000 feet underwater.
Under the sea.
And you've already gotten the water breathing magic or items or whatever that's temporary, and you're using this campaign and then go back to regular adventures on land afterwards,
Oh, okay.
where you
Yeah,
can possibly drown
Where
there.
is what don't you see?
Yeah, all you guys have gills and fins.
Oh, that's good. I was about to wonder, hey, should my
Kumuk just
character
becomes
drown or
more
something?
turtle.
Okay, so the trained sailors, they'll make a ranged attack against the breach shark.
Okay. Okay, so make your
Who's that?
D20 plus 2 to hit for. If all of them are making range, then D20 plus 2. That would be 4 D20 plus 2.
And they sure.
Okay, so that's 14, a 10, a 3, and a 1. Oh,
Well, but that's plus two,
unfortunately,
so-
all of them have missed.
that's,
Okay,
plus-
for the natural 1,
Yeah.
let's see. What happens to these guys on the right? I'll just say they got a little bit they kind of fell, but not really because it's underwater, so they kind of fell off the bridge a little bit, so they've moved one square up, but they're perfectly fine. So it takes a few seconds, but the army gets back into formation, and unfortunately all of these attacks missed.
Well then.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I look behind me and I say, well, clearly, you need better training. I'm gonna have to make the Secretary of the Navy make some adjustments to your training.
Yeah, because I was looking at the thousands of notes you sent me, and I'm like, okay, so they have proficiency in the melee attacks, bludgeoning, slashing, piercing, but I guess because it's kind of like if you're good at
Sure,
one thing,
I mean,
you can't be good at
yeah,
everything, so you're not really that good at long range if you put all your points to melee. Like for example, for Patrick's wizard army, they'd be good at casting spells, but not so much at the other things unless he leveled them up on those fronts, made them more well-rounded.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, his is more of a volunteer army, anyways. But yeah, you get the picture.
No, I don't even really have an army. I just have elite
Students.
special forces teams.
Oh,
Yeah,
your students,
Child
right?
labor.
So when
Child
I just
labor.
imagine the loyalty to you is through like student debts.
Oh yeah, that's right. Patrick
The
has
more
child
people you
labor.
kill, the better your
Okay,
I
scholarship.
okay.
do not have child labor.
no, that we've made
No,
like
it's wartime merits. Every person they kill gives them more credits towards their towards their scholarship.
okay. So
Exactly.
Patrick has created a system where he at least trains all his citizens in the basics of magic, so they all know Mold Earth and Firebolt, the basic cantrips. So if those people get called to defend their home worlds and home villages and stuff, they'll be able to just fight any other army, but maybe
it's-
they'd be
it's
slightly
more
more
like they're-
disadvantage or something.
Honestly, the armed citizens is more like just like a defensive thing. If they're attacked, they can defend their homes. His actual military isn't a true military. It's more, instead of having big standing armies, he just has these small elite special forces groups he calls the smart teams.
Okay, so
The honor students.
So, okay, then if that's the case, instead of one Omi, you have a smote team and like just citizens who are magically inclined, then I'll like make 2 different like group blocks for both of them and see what attacks they have. Anyways, it's Erki's turn, I believe, unless you're doing anything else with the Omis.
Wait, I have it on me with me.
No.
Oh, I mean, like aside from the Triton soldiers.
Technically, they're sailors, but yeah.
Yeah, sailors. Okay, I'll just edit that so it doesn't say soldiers anymore. It says sailors.
Yeah, because it's a navy.
Okay, I will go to. This is a big enemy shark in the middle, correct?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's massive.
The other 2 sharks are kind of ignoring you and chewing the walls to like cause destruction and stuff.
All right. Okay.
So
I
impressive
will-
sharks.
I think the giant shark would be the biggest threat. All right. So I'm going to swim to the shark like I don't know, an angry
Yeah,
barbarian.
you're close enough to hit it if you get like, well, I'm gonna put a ping. If you get like right there on that square, yeah.
All right. I will swim to him like a torpedo and hit him with my hammer. Okay, so I got D20 to work, or the roll beyond 20 to not lag.
Oh,
'Cause apparently
good.
you can't hit, yeah. Apparently you go to Google Chrome and accelerate a hard drive. It will kill that lag.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 2. I'm gonna do, since I am how do you say, got the disadvantage to attack. I'm gonna roll reckless attack.
Wait, why do you
So-
have Oh yeah, you have disadvantage because of Mind Sliver. Now let's see.
Yeah.
Subtract 1d4
I
from the
thought-
next saving throw, not attack roll.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
only when you make a saving throw, but
All right.
So you can
So-
attack properly, yeah. Normally.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, screw it. No, what? Screw it. I am gonna reckless attack. Why the heck not? So, okay, the first roll is 25, and the next roll is a 13. Okay. Sorry. Does reckless? I guess how do you say, the reckless attack would go to the first one. So so 25 and a 13. Or what? I assume just the 25 hits.
Okay, so the 25 hits, the 13 misses. And roll your damage for the 25.
All right. And I roll a 15. He also gets how do you say, it's in my barbarian.
So you used reckless attack, so you have advantage on the first attack. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was to say, I'm going to use Ancestral Protector, in which basically if this giant thing hits anything but me, that creature gets resistance.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and that's all. So,
Okay, so just to remind myself that you have Ancestral Protector on, I'll put AP, and then because you use the reckless attack, I'll put like RA beside your character names, just to remember those 2 effects. And how much damage was that again?
15 damage. Okay.
15. Okay.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna head.
So with
I'm
that,
just gonna handle my kettle can meatballs downstairs. BRB.
it's Owl turn.
Owl is holding its turn.
Okay, so now it is once again the shark's turn. And if you notice, the shark is so big it had like 2 places in the initiative. Now, the other 2 sharks are continuing to eat the walls. Let's see, this one has broken through,
Great shark
but
turn
the other
again?
one did not. Now, the shark will proceed to do another body slam attack, which would be, let's see,
Does it suffer from Moonbeam again?
Yes. So let's
Oh yeah,
do the
yeah.
moonbeam
So
damage first, followed by the knife
yeah,
damage. Okay, so moonbeam is a con save.
Mm-hmm.
It's good you're like on this, otherwise I'd forget. A 9.
Oh, that's a fail.
Terrible rolls.
It's going to take. Ooh, 21 radiant. That's a bit better.
21 radiant, and with that, the shark gets and the shark dies and then sinks further into the bottom of the ocean. All right, good on you, Kumuk. You got the last shot.
Moonbeam of Kessid is
As
dangerous.
since my familiar did hold its turn, before the shark starts sinking, can you move it back up to where it would be before it starts sinking?
Yeah.
All right, and I suppose the eye was like right where the circle was
Oh,
before you turned it over.
yeah. Okay. Just
All right,
turn him
that's
back.
measure,
This is
measure
such a big
distance.
creature; it's hard to turn him back. But yeah, okay. Yeah. So you want to get something in the eye, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my
Owl.
cloud of daggers was fairly close to the eye.
Yeah, so once it starts to turn over from its death, because the eye is definitely close enough since the bird's technically riding
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
It's got 60-foot range. As long as the eye is somewhere within 30 feet of my bird, whenever the shark starts to turn and the eye gets away from the cloud of daggers, my bird is going to attempt to fly out and remove the parasite from the eye.
Okay, so here, it's slightly away from the eye. Your bird has enough space to fly there and back in 6 seconds. And, okay, as you remove the parasite from the eye, have the owl roll a medicine check. That would be, I believe that's intelligence. Let me check. Medicine is actually wisdom. It's wisdom.
Wisdom. All right. Let me bring up owl stats again.
The owl stats.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
I need to find a way to make my familiar smart.
Headband of intellect.
Oh, if I take that off, I get senile.
No, just make one for him.
Now that'll be so expensive. Maybe
no,
you can
that
mass
works.
produce that eventually once you get to like kingdom level like 15 or whatever.
All right,
We're
so
at 6 right now.
wisdom. My owl has a +1 to wisdom. Sweet.
There's
All
hope.
right, he might actually do it. No.
A 4. Okay, so because he didn't make the DC of like 10 or higher, unfortunately, he does not get like a part of the eye, but instead like some residue near the eyeball that's not the eye, and he does fly back to you. Not nice try, but unfortunately it didn't work. Such was the dice.
Oh, parasite sample it is.
No. Now, combat is over and you have free movement. And with that, one of the priests comes up to you and says, "Oh, Fleet Admiral Zale, I am sorry to inform you, but it looks like the prophecy is not over yet because we are detecting that further breach activity is coming soon from the west. I believe they may be here within like a few hours."
Of course, it's not over yet. Can't ever catch a damn break down here.
A what?
All right.
A what breakdown?
So what?
Break damn dance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we get back down here. All right.
But the good news is that you have like a few hours to plan for the next breach. But not long
That's
enough
true.
to take a long rest. So, let's see. You have quite a bunch of space in this temple if you unzoom it. It's like two buildings, each is 1 story high, attached to each other by these spiral screws to the left and right top side. And in the middle are courtyards with a bunch of exotic creatures.
I look at him and I ask him, "W- Do you know where they will come next? Will they attack Clearwater again?"
I am predicting that they will attack the temple from the west side.
Hmm.
Now,
Well,
as
that's not good
you're
news.
talking, this shark dies as one of your sailors manages to kill it, but there's still like a hole right here, and I'll reuse the moonbeam hole to show the hole in the wall.
So is like the inside of the temple water as well? I don't think it really matters. But,
Everything is water, but the water inside the water, like in the middle, is a courtyard. It's like brine. So brine is water that's like 3 to 8 times saltier than regular water. So if you're swimming in water, you can still sink in brine, but this is non-toxic. Like regular brine is pretty much toxic, but this is not.
so it's like the Goo Lagoon in
Yeah, the
SpongeBob
Goo
and that sort
Lagoon.
of physics.
Now, if you see, I actually did make a SpongeBob reference a little bit higher up there. It's a painting of what Baldland might look like in the of what Watchers might look like in the future.
Okay. Uh, so while like my character is kind of late to the party, can somebody explain to me the situation?
So what?
Oh, of course. Right now we are going through each of our kingdoms and checking the situation because various forces have been simply enacting their plans to cause divides in our power, to either destroy the kingdom, cause diplomatic issues, or to simply wreak havoc. Like just a good couple months ago, they damaged one of my prime defense systems of my kingdom and almost risked a toxic beholder epidemic of madness.
Oh my, that's quite the pickle. Well, seeing how these forces are striking all around, the Knights of Kelka would also be searching in this investigation.
Yes, it is.
As
We've been
much-
investigating it
Unfortunately,
over.
my kingdom has avoided much trouble in itself, other than that caused by my students. Patrick will
Yes.
come over here, and I assume these are two 5-foot holes, 5-foot cube holes.
Let's see. So the this shark is a large creature and you're a medium creature. So yeah, that would be 10 feet diameter of a hole or a 5 foot radius.
All right, well, Patrick's going to use his shape. What is it? Shape water, I believe it's called. Yeah,
Yes.
shape water. To freeze that whole part of the hole and that part of the hole to seal the wall.
Okay. So I'm just going to put did I delete that picture of a snowman? I don't know. I'm going to put I have a wood plank here. I'm gonna just say it's made of ice, and I'll put it on over the hole. So it's not a perfect solution, but it's much better than nothing. So there we go.
It's something that can be done within 3 hours.
So
Yeah.
question,
So that took you about like 10 minutes to make. So there we go.
Really? No, that should have taken me 12 seconds.
12 seconds. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
how are we going out? There's like airlock doors or something like that.
Oh, right. Let's see. I guess you can just enter through like the bridge like here. Here will be the entrances, like here and here, so you can
Uh,
just get in through there.
I see.
No, there are no airlocks. But like the
Water lock.
inside of the
Every,
inside of the temple is filled with water. Same with every other building.
Oh yeah, but like it looks like it's a concern that these things are destroying the wall. So I'm kind of half assuming we're like we don't want them in unless like the entire top is open and they just failed to swim upwards.
Mm.
Okay. So what is the current objective?
okay,
What is the what?
as you ask that, one of the hail crabs comes to the fleet admiral Zale and says, look at this, look at this. You have no idea where I found this creature. My God, the hail crab says, oh, the clown has offered to speak after much prodding. He wants to tell you information.
Does he now? Took him long enough.
Yes.
Very well. I will see him. Go get the other priests. I will want them to be there when I
Okay.
talk to him.
So this hail crab, that looks like anime girl Twin Tails without a body, is like walking around getting the other hail crabs and the priests organized. Meanwhile, let's see, Patrick and Errki, you met the group through Patrick after Patrick fell into the Fae, but your country of the part of the Fae place. So you two can catch up or something if you want about that because that's the where you've met. And let's see. It is quite a while, so I could just move your characters to the place with the deal, or you could just move yourself.
Yeah. I go over to Luck, seeing as how I'm holding the clown as prisoner for him, um, as a favor to him, and I say the the clown, after some time, has finally decided he wishes to enlighten us with certain information. I figured I'd let you know and offer you to come with me to go see him.
Yeah, I would definitely like that.
Very
Okay.
well.
So as Zale and Luck go forth to interrogate the clown, one of the Triton colonels or whatever rank he was, would you would you know who would be in charge of the security of the temple, but isn't too high up in the ranks, Zeke?
Well,
You can make somebody up on the spot.
yeah. Would just be a member of the clergy corps. I'm gonna say he's a uh ensign. You know what? I'm gonna say he's an ensign. That's an O1. He's the lowest ranking officer
Okay.
class that we have.
Right, so the Enseng will look at Patrick's handiwork with the ice and say, "Huh, I'm impressed. Do you have any other advice on how to fortify the temple before the next wave of the breach encounter gets here?"
Well, if you are looking for my expertise, I would suggest using similar cantrips in order to reinforce any damages to the walls. I believe there was one over there, and Patrick will point in this direction. That seemed to have been striking the walls as well. Perhaps you might be able to reinforce some damages there. Other than that, I would double the sentries, but perhaps you should speak to someone else who is of authority here.
Right, I was just getting some advice, and then he goes off. Now, because it's a far away, I'm gonna just manually move Luck and Zale's tokens to the north temple room, which should be around here. Where did Lux Token go?
Okay.
Oh, you already moved
Speed.
yourself. Great. And there is the deer clown. Now, he's in the center of here. There's a bunch of guards. One of them looks like a cross between a mermaid and a dragonborn. And the deer clown looks at you, silent, with a bulging red nose.
I look at him and I say, "You wanted to speak, so speak. What do you have to say?"
Okay. So, at this point, we will start what I've tried to come up with for interrogation stuff. Now, on your sheet, there is 4 different charisma ability checks. There's intimidation, performance, persuasion, and deception. Now, if you succeed at one of these, you can get a different result depending on it, and each one has a different level. So if you try more than one, but you can only do one per turn, then you can get to know more things. Now, anyways, his opening thing will be that. Let's see. Oh, I've got to move the player map too. He has said, even bound to this pool in the deep ocean where you have kept me, I have still been able to access the magic fabric, and I will be able to access that as long as I am alive. Why did you not kill me? Let me know this first before I say anything else.
The only reason I kept you alive was as a favor to my friend over here, Luck. Any information that you contain, he should know. It's only fair you were in his kingdom and you wreaked havoc.
Yes. Well, I should know that not only is my life in danger, but so is yours, because the people of the Feywood have heard that you are here, and that if you learn information from me, that they don't want to, so they are probably sending, as we speak, a hunter here to dispose of me. Now, as he says that, we'll go back to the rest of the group. Let's see, there's Kumuk, Errki, and Patrick. Now, all 3 of you can roll perception checks.
Ooh, perception. I am good at that.
And I'm going to assume that's not involving my sniffer since we're underwater.
You smell salt water.
Yeah, no, I guess not.
Okay, so perception.
I rolled 1.
I'll let my owl give me
Oh,
advantage.
1. Okay.
My owl help
Ooh,
me.
pretty good.
I see blue.
Okay, so your natural
Right.
1, all you smell is the weird perfume mixed with salt of the temple.
I thought
By
you were going to say
contrast,
water.
yeah, water too. Of the deep ocean. Let's see. So Patrick got a 15, and Kumuk got a 22. Now, Kumuk, you do notice there is something disturbing in this room here. And meanwhile, Patrick, you feel there is an enemy nearby, but you're not sure where. And Errki, you're still outside too as well, so you haven't noticed anything. Now, Kumuk, what do you do knowing this information?
I noticed something weird in the bottom left room that I can see.
The one with the picture of the hallway, this one.
Okay, in that hallway.
This one, yeah.
Okay, at that notice of strangeness, I will alert Patrick and our new Fae friend that I sense a disturbance in this area and see if I can bring like a Triton or two.
Okay, so what is your
to
movement speed
investigate.
The
again?
arcane force.
30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so you move
Sorry.
30 feet, and then, like, let's see. So the exit to the outside where Patrick is would be here. That's your closest exit. Because you're
Mm,
indoors right now. There are 4 walls.
all right. Shoot, I don't have a message. Okay, I will tell the Triton next to me. Excuse me. I will tell the Triton next to me to retrieve my companions and let them know I sent a disturbance in this hallway, and I will go investigate the hallway.
Right
Is
away,
there-
honorable guess, he says. And as he goes, he then goes here, and you hear a scream, and his corpse tumbles back out. Now, the priest and one of the hair crabs who are near you also scream at that and try to huddle behind you because they're scared.
Hmm.
Luckily, an entire 10 soldiers of the army were resting here, so they're also taking a look out and wondering what happened.
Okay. I guess I will investigate the body to see what ended him.
Okay, so you move towards the body. However, you already used a free action to get him to talk. Okay, so roll investigation.
Oh, I can't like medicine check what killed him.
Yeah, you could do
Oh.
a medicine check too.
Hooray. Because I was gonna see like what the cause of death was. All right. Medicine. That's a nat 1. I have no idea.
Okay, so you look at the creature's body, and you have never seen Triton anatomy before, so you have no idea what is normal and what is unnatural or foreign. Okay, so
Fair.
that's your turn is over. Meanwhile, Patrick and Errki, you did hear a scream coming from this section.
All right.
I can imagine once again we're underwater. It's just like a bunch of I hear a bunch of bubbles.
You hear a bunch of bubbles. Well, you have to remember whales can communicate underwater, so it probably sound a bit like a whale scream, like boom or something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about those guys that died back there. Okay.
Well, they do
Alright.
sound like whales a little bit.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, I think we should investigate.
Indeed.
Okay, so I guess we kind of get near the wall, or at least I do. and
Okay,
kinda
so
go
move your
through the door.
token however close to the wall you want to get.
All right. You said where was the source? Oh,
To
yeah,
the left,
okay, where the
yeah.
chicken died. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because my speed is 40. Wait, 40. Okay, and I assume I go in there and it's like, hey, mm, Lord Kumuk, what happened here?
Now, as that occurs, your voice travels through the entranceway a little bit garbled. And, Kumuk, you can roll a perception to see if you hear him properly or not.
Perception. Okay. 16.
16. Okay, so we'll do a little game of broken telephones. So Errki asked you, do you see anything weird here? So in return, I'll ask, is there, do you see anything? And that's what you hear. You hear,
I
do you
see
see anything? Yeah.
I guess Kumuk will reply. Uh, hmm. A guard has been killed. Something is here. Hallway behind me. In the hallway behind me.
It's not good. Uh, what is his
Don't
wound?
pass through the doorway. It ended the guard as soon as he stepped outside.
Oh, we should put up the red tape or something.
As you're talking, there's more screaming, and the hair crab is blubbering something about the army, and there's the scent of blood behind you. Now, this is where I've been sitting down for 90 minutes, and I'm going to go exercise with my dad for 20 minutes, and we'll be back at 5:40. I'll put a timer up, so feel free to get like a little snack, exercise, lunch break at this time, or like ask questions to the other players. So I'll be back at 5:40.
All
All
right, sounds
right.
good. All right. Also, hey guy.
No.
Hello.
Yeah. I'll admit I was kind of originally going for like sort of like a Denmark accent, but then like my accent more like went to like full Sweden, which somehow got interpreted as Jamaican accent. I, I think
Yeah,
my
no, it's
brain,
fine.
for some
It's a
reason,
cool accent.
my brain like gravitated to the thing I posted in the Gen chat. Hello, I'm from Sweden.
Man, I was really hungry because I just hadn't eaten anything uh since I woke up, and then I went to a place and I got
Oh,
uh,
is that where you got it from? Oh my goodness.
Well, I meant to do like a just like a normal Scandinavian, like close to the Denmark, Finnish accent, but I don't know why. I just like my like my brain completely changed my so now I'm stuck Swedish. Yeah. Uh, so I assume this is the uh, how do you pronounce the fact the species the Titrans?
the what?
Tritons.
The type Tritans. Okay, that makes more sense. So this is like his kingdom, correct?
Yeah, this is my kingdom.
All right, cool. Well, cool map, by the way. It looks like a kind of makes me think of Zelda a little, actually.
And
Uh,
and
so what have you said?
unlike the other kingdoms, uh,
Go on.
this is like
Yeah.
uh most of the citizens uh are in the navy. It's super militaristic. Like literally, every able-bodied man is a sailor.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Um, and we're just chilling underwater, trying to fight off these creatures that keep randomly appearing through breaches underwater.
All right.
Mm.
Um. Okay. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna say like I guess my character and motive, like he just recently like heard about all this shenanigan and kind of decide to join on the alliance at the last minute. Uh,
Mm.
It seemed like the DM was hinting that you ended up getting into the alliance because you met Patrick. Apparently, I fell into your kingdom whenever I fell out of the abyss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was we never did like a sort of session zero or for, like, well, for
Yeah.
me. So it was like it was kind of dark. I was actually I thought like there'll be a couple of sessions where you guys will be still on an adventure that you had not finished before I'd be thrown in. Uh, so I was actually kind of surprised that like I myself got like put in, which is fine. I was kind of excited to play uh, my character. Yeah, yeah.
And so,
I,
if you want caught up on like, I guess what all that implies then is basically when we were fighting uh, Earl King Clown guy up there that's being interrogated. He was standing on top of Brain Mountain in this black abyss, and he was holding the bee princess hostage. So
oh, so the bee people are the good people. Okay.
yeah, they're one of them. He was holding her hostage, so we had to go. We were trying to go rescue her, and due to me deciding to wander off for once, it seems everyone else gets to wander off, and they got great luck. The first time I wander off, you wander into the boss encounter. Fuck.
Yeah. 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 It
So
did.
Back
No,
now, my Discord just freaked the ever living hell out.
it's like, why is there boss music? And then it's like, why is there a large health bar on the bottom of the screen?
you knew,
He literally did. He accidentally wandered into the boss room.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Dark Souls music plays.
I was ahead of the group, and when we figured out he could teleport to us to attack and then teleport back to the hostage, I was like, well, since we're here to save the hostage, we got to make sure he doesn't have time alone with them. So I told the others, catch up as fast as you can. I'll just try to keep him busy and not killing the hostage while you get there. It's turned into Patrick like going mano a mano with this boss for a couple rounds before
Yeah.
he ends up grappling the bee princess, which in turn grapples me as well, and then he yeets us off of Brain Mountain into the abyss. And I didn't have fly yet or anything, so I was like, you know what? Uh, we're here to save somebody, and I can't be D&D Dumbledore if I'm not gonna do like some self-sacrificing shit. So I ended up grabbing the bee princess, who I was still with at the time, and I yeet her back on top of Brain Mountain while everyone else is finishing off the boss. And I fall into the endless dark abyss, and everybody thought I died.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and
And
that's
when you used that as the cut into your kingdom and how we encountered it.
Okay.
it turned out to be like some sort of like teleportation abyss where he climbed out of a tree in your room and climbed up through the abyss. It's kind of reminiscent to like Dante's Inferno and how you get out of hell by climbing the devil's legs.
I was gonna
Uh,
say that or Narnia.
Yeah. So I fell into into your kingdom, hit every branch on the way down from a tree and got pretty messed up,
Yeah.
and spent like 3 days in recovery. And during that time is whenever I revealed who y'all figured out who I was. I managed to prove my identity a bit, and then you escorted me on the fourth day back to Horizon, where I spent the next 3 days proving my identity to my people again.
oh, okay.
Yeah, because I showed back up at my own funeral.
Yep,
Just like Joseph's Joestar.
I didn't think so many would show up. I was so touched.
it's just like jokes of like, I don't know, like came back, yeah, like married and shit, but like I don't know, you're married to the bee queen.
Yeah, so and we even had a little ongoing gag too, a little meme of showing up like Metro Man from the movie Megamind. Rumors of my death were greatly exaggerated.
Oh my god. Yes. That is fantastic.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I didn't know what was gonna happen with Patrick. With Patrick, I was like, well, he might just be dead.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to happen either, especially in that moment. I was so torn on my decision. I was like, how do I get out of this? I don't think I can. But you know what? If I'm going down, I'm going out a hero. Yeet the princess back up.
Like when
Wanted to
like
have like one final moment where I'm falling, where I'm like, and I still haven't gotten to talk to Luck about that, but "Don't lead Lindsay to Lobo!"
I kind of imagine just throw her with like your trunk. That is your blank. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I do a lot of stuff with my trunk. It's great.
Yeah,
especially
dude.
some moonbeam shenanigans.
What's a moonbeam?
So it's a spell.
Druid spell.
It's an AoE spell that does radiant damage, and it lasts like a few rounds, and you can move it as a bonus action. So,
No, it takes an action to move it.
oh, okay.
That's why when I move it, I don't really do anything else because I have to
Shenanigans.
move it.
Yeah, the shenanigan he's talking about though is if everybody puts down like a moonbeam, create bonfire, and whatever other AoEs in a spot that quote unquote deal damage the first time you enter it around, I'll grapple people with my trunk, pull them out of it on my turn, then put them back in it so they take that damage all over again. Then hold
Yeah,
them there so they start their turn and end their turn in that same location to take more damage.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I just want to briefly explain my character mechanically. I've been pretty transparent, but basically my character have ancestral guardian, which basically means, as you saw there, anytime I hit somebody, they get basically taunted or aggroed. Otherwise, they do half damage. That's not me. As well as if anyone else take damage within 30 feet of me, I can once per turn I can shield the action as a reaction. Sorry, shield the attack for reaction by negating it by 2d6.
Nice.
Yeah. Which basically mean is that like I kind of realized that how do you say well, like in if there is when there is boss fight, my character will be the biggest would be the first target. So I made my constitution like 18.
I love high con. I have a high con wizard.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I thought like when I first came, I'm like, okay, we got a druid, a bard, and a wizard. I'm like, okay, we could use more tank, but then like I can see that you guys did multi-class. I was like, oh bang, you know, like,
Yeah, I have 20 AC.
wait,
Yeah,
are you the wizard?
Oh,
I'm the
I'm the
bard.
wizard. And I got
Oh
18
shit.
AC.
yeah.
Both of them
I'm
have pretty good AC. All of us have pretty good AC.
yeah, I'm
We
a
just
paladin with
can't take
my
the hits. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
yeah,
Yeah,
Funny enough, I think I got the lowest AC out of all of you. I just have a lot of HP.
yeah.
I
Hey,
have
you got more
terrible
HP
HP.
than Patrick.
I mean, I have 58 HP. I'm pretty good. With my shield, I have 18 AC. I'm a paladin.
I got 71.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have
I
much
got
more.
51.
I only
My
have
HP is supplemented by my my morph, so I can give me
I only
10
have
HP.
I only have 39 HP.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and I have lay on hand, so I can just heal myself.
Oh yeah.
Feels good.
Oh,
I was on the phone.
Patrick's shenanigans don't come together for another 3 levels, though. In another 3 levels, I'll finally get to show you guys what Machine Gun Wizard is all about.
oh nice. I just
Yeah,
imagine
How many
just
magic
like
bolts is that?
well, what it is whenever
Magic
I hit
missiles.
whenever I hit the
Oh
I
yeah.
take the Fey touched feat, I can get access to the hex spell. When I hex somebody, I can hit them with magic missiles for a shit ton of extra damage. And like, let's just say I wanted to use all 7 charges of my magic missile wand, right? That's 9 darts. So I'm going to do 9d4 plus 9 into dark damage, and I can alter that element to whatever element I want. And then I
But why
can,
would you change it from force damage?
Depending if they're vulnerable.
yeah, if they're
Yes.
vulnerable
so.
to something. And I can also change the element of the hex to another element as well, in case they're vulnerable to that. So I'll do 94 plus 9 from the magic missiles, but then I do another 9d6 from the fucking hex.
Yeah, that's pretty intense. I kind
No
of have
save, no
imagined your
accuracy,
character.
just damage.
I kind of have imagined a character, kind of like Balthadar Gelt, who was supposed to be like a metal wizard, who just like kind of memed to be like a wizard equivalent of like an Apache helicopter.
Yeah.
Patrick can fly now, so I guess he kind of does that, but I think of him more like Dumbo.
Ah!
Now I just imagine him.
But now it'd be funnier is the Apache helicopter, like his ear spins.
Oh no, I was imagining the nose is the propeller, and he starts just levitating and firing all the magic missiles out of the nose.
It's just like when he fires, it actually like it takes the shape of like a like a torpedo, and you just hear like just like a like 80s rock music.
Just do some prestidigitation.
Well, hey, speaking of the rock music, I mean, I've shared with you guys Patrick's theme song, haven't I?
Oh yeah.
What was it again?
I'll bring it up here. I'll post it in the general. Gotta let YouTube do this for me. There it is. Ba, 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 ba. There it is. Just paste it. Discord will work with me. Come on. There we go. It's Patrick's theme song. It makes sense if you know his backstory. He's got a really messed up origin.
Oh, Wrong Side of Heaven. That's a good song.
Yo, I dig that.
Yeah, it's his backstory's pretty messed up on like how he rose to power and why he is the way he is. He's like a big time humanitarian. I'm thinking like eventually it'll all circle back and he'll have like this mental breakdown.
Oh shit.
Yeah, to make it as simple as possible. Ever seen the YouTube video Mickey Never Came Back from Nam?
Oh yes.
What? Oh damn.
Yeah,
His
seen that.
backstory is based upon that. He was on like a mission he was basically special forces himself. And while they were out to retrieve this artifact, they were supposed to retrieve it because it would help end a war. And it turned out they were actually the real reason they were retrieving it is because the king just wanted to increase his own power. His friend found out and was like, we can't bring this back. This isn't what we were here for. He's like, and that's where he did the whole Mickey thing. He's like, we're soldiers. We don't question orders. We act. He ends up having to kill his own best friend to bring it back. Then the guilt of that, he couldn't live with it, so they ended up casting modified memory on him and basically wiped all those years of service from his memory.
Oh.
Left this big blank void. Well, because his brain couldn't handle that big blank void, some remnants of memories from his friends and whatnot, he ends up superimposing the humanitarian his friend was onto himself. That's why Patrick's such a big time humanitarian trying to help people and make the world better, is because he's doing what his friend used to do. And Patrick was actually the take no prisoners kind of guy.
Oh, dude, that's fucking cool.
What I'm hoping is eventually like that will all come crashing down and he gets his memories back, and now he's got to make peace with everything he's done in the past, who he used to be, want to be going forward.
Yeah, that's sure gonna be a doozy when that happens. Now, I've just realized that these decorative pine cones that my dad likes to correct have been growing mold on them. So that's gonna be
Ew.
something I have to fix on another day. But for now, we are back in the session itself. And far off to the left, you can see that it looks like the devourer is approaching from the left, as was predicted earlier that another breach encounter would be coming up soon.
Oh, the Devourer
Oh,
class.
another one.
Yes. And let's see. So where we last left off, Kumuk realized that just 10 army guys died behind him, and we are back to the negotiation part with Luck and Zale. And you can also see from your vantage point outside the window that it looks like the Devourer giant eel is getting closer. But it's still about an hour's swim away. It's just you can see it because there's like a bunch of nothing in the water.
It's a
Hmm.
big eel.
Well, that's not good. It's even bigger than that boot shark.
Yes.
Yeah.
The giant worm in SpongeBob.
Oh, this is gonna be doozy. So Luck and I are currently interrogating the Dew clan.
Okay, so you're continuing to interrogate him, and what
Yeah.
do you want to say or do?
I I take off my holy symbol, uh, which is just an amulet around my neck. Uh, it's tucked under my armor. Uh, I take that off, and I present it to the deer clown, saying as how he's adverse to radiant, damage and holiness.
Mm-hmm.
I just present that in front of him, and I say, "Tell me everything you know,
Okay,
or in the
so
name of Persona, I will kill you."
all right, so that sounds like intimidation to me. So roll an intimidation, and you get advantage because you're using that radiant thing.
Holy symbol.
Holy symbol, yep. Okay, that's a 20 with
Yep.
advantage. Okay, and as you show the holy symbol, the deer begins to flicker back and forth, and you see its features. You see its features morph back into something more clown-like, and he starts cackling at you. And there's a bit of tears coming out of his eyes, as though he's really sad about something. And he talks about I tried before to use shock collars, but it didn't work. The shock collars, they were resistant to lightning. Now, as he does say that, it does seem a little bit weird, but it looks like the clown deer person is no longer fully sane, and you can see out of its ears, it seems like some waves are coming in, like sine waves.
Huh. Okay. Uh, I say, tell me more about the shock collars. Who did you use them on?
The shock collars. I used them on, of course, you know, you're a king, so I used them myself as a general on the people I was meaning to train. But they worked on everybody except for him. The Svanpire, the one I believe they've sent to kill me today. Oh, I can smell him. I can smell him.
You mean to tell me you were a general in some sort of military force?
And with that, he begins to laugh more as it looks like his lips are closing and then becoming multiple lips in a section, and then those close again and return to normal lips. Now, Zale, that would be your turn. And let's see. Now back to Kumuk. It with the deaths of the soldiers, you feel a wave of energy coming towards you. Choose one of the 6 saves to make.
One of the 6.
Yeah,
All right. I guess a wisdom save to keep my wits about me.
roll that.
Ooh, 23.
A 23. Okay. So with that, you realize that everyone who's currently in this room is in danger. Like, let's see, that would be 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. They're in danger as a whirlpool is forming around you. Now, as that happens, you yourself, unfortunately, will be caught in the whirlpool because you didn't roll like dexterity or strength to escape it. But you do have the chance to push one of the NPCs out of the way. So, do you choose the priest or the crab or no one?
I'll do the priest.
Okay, so you've pushed the priest out of the way, and the whirlpool is forming. Now, Errki, you have feel a force dragging you into the door, which is the whirlpool, and let's see, that will be a strength save to resist being dragged in, or you can choose to be dragged in if you want to.
That's actually a compelling idea.
Go with the flow, man.
So it's like okay.
Yeah, so your saves are on the left side. A
I did.
22.
Yeah, I rolled a 22. Instead, I will kind of go with the flow, and I'm going to let it pull me, but I'm going to. How does this? Okay. Um, it's like I'm going in to save those other guys.
Okay, so you allow yourself to be pulled in, and you are now inside, and you are beside Kumuk. And with that, let's see. Both of you, like, what did I roll for this attack? Need to check my notes again. Okay, so I'll roll what damage you've received from the whirlpool. D. Oh, that's not in general. I'm in the wrong chat. Okay, so that's 7 damage. And that would be 7 cold damage to Kumuk and Errki and the hair
Okay.
crab.
All right.
Okay,
Do I see the source of these?
yes, you do. It is a weird, tall, duck-like avian who is standing in front of you.
I'll turn you into roasted ducks. I see. So like, I wanna hear this guy make his last quack. I'm gonna swing. Can I swing my
Honk.
hammer at it?
Okay, so let's see.
Wait. How is it? Is it using magic to do the whirlpool, or what is it doing? How is it doing it?
1 second, I need to check something.
Like, how big is this thing? Is it like its head bigger than my body, or is it like using its mouth to do the whirl? Sorry. I was thinking if it's like using its mouth. For some reason, I imagine it's using its mouth to do things. I kind of like using my big meaty hand to grab on that long neck and like comically squeeze it hard.
The DM knows he's muted.
Yeah, I'm back. I just had to solve a problem. Anyways, so you said you wanted to make an attack, Errki. So go ahead and roll that.
Oh, okay. I'll just make a swing. Okay. I yeah, I'll rage. Why not? Okay, and I'll swing him twice. 1, 2. So I got a 14 and a 10.
Okay, 14 and 10. Okay, both the 14 hits, the 10 misses.
All right, and I'm gonna do a.
Was that a reckless, by the way, on your first one?
No, I did
Okay.
not do reckless. So I did a. I'm gonna do a of 10 plus 2, so 12 damage. Does it already? Does it already? No, no.
No, you have to manually.
Okay, yeah. So it would be 12 damage. He's also get ancestral spirited, so only I take full damage from him, and everyone else will take half from whatever thing he does.
Okay then. Now, as you do that, he loses concentration on the water vortex around you. And wait, what type of damage was that again?
Bludgeoning.
Okay, so you hear a sickening crack as that happens to do double damage. So that'll be another 12 because he is weak to that. Congratulations, you found one of the weaknesses of the dude. Kumuk, are you doing it? Oh wait, you already just had like a long turn to do stuff. Let's see. So far, Patrick and Nut hasn't gone. Okay, Patrick.
Yeah, because I didn't know who was causing the effect, so I pushed the priestess out of the way.
Yeah. And you were doing a bunch of things before the break too. So Patrick, from all this commotion, are you doing anything while outside?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Patrick's hearing a ton of commotion over here, so Patrick's gonna swim his way over and take the dash action so he can get to.
The entrance is here and here.
Let me just measure the distance again. Yeah, he could get here without having to take his dash action. And Yeah, that's about all Patrick can do. He'll get there, and his familiar will hold its turn as usual.
Okay.
What is going on?
Another one of those aviary monstrosities has come to attack us.
I heard there are birds under the sea.
Why is there a deer under the sea?
Get out it here!
So this one came here.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, and you're done your free talking actions for the turn.
Yes.
Okay, and as your turn ends, unless you have anything else to do, the Devourer moves slightly closer, and in front of him seems to spawn a salamander. Now, back to what is Luck doing?
We are at the. I'm at the clown thing.
Yes. Now, I will remind you that in negotiations, you can roll any of the 5 charisma ability checks. So far, Zale has rolled 1 intimidation and discovered the lightning resistance of the Svanpire.
Uh, all right. So I guess I'll try to get more information out of it, and I'll roll persuasion.
Okay, and what do you say as you try to persuade him?
I will say that. Oh, you've told us that, right? But is there any more beans that need to be spilled?
Okay, so let's see. With that,
Also, I'm calling bullshit on this roll
the 12?
because, yeah, because look at how it landed.
Yeah, and it still rolled.
It gave me the 3 when it landed like that.
Oh, okay, that's
Oh,
weird.
did it do this stupid like half land?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, with a 12, you will learn some information. And what you do learn is that, well, as I attempted to discipline the Swan Pyre, I realized he would never truly listen to me. So I took him out back and killed him. And then before he can say anything else, a bunch of giggling, smaller clown faces appears around his clown face and drowns out his talking. Now, Zale, it's back to your turn.
Hmm. All right. I keep presenting my holy symbol, and then say, "Hey, pull it together." Trying to get him more coherent, and
Okay,
and
now, he's getting used to the pain of your holy symbol because you used that before last turn, so you've lost your advantage with it. Roll a regular intimidation.
16.
Okay, 16 is high enough to realize that the smaller clown faces, like pimples, begin to pop away, and the clown face that remains continues speaking and tells you in a fearful voice, "It was there. I fled. I fled into a church, and I thought for sure that zombie would die after shooting it with some radiant damage, but it didn't. It had no effect on him." Okay, so now you know the Swanpire is immune to radiant damage. Anyways, back to the Swanpire group. Kumuk, you've been freed from the vortex, and Errki has that ability that protects you somehow if he decides to attack somebody who's not Errki. What do you do?
Okay. Let's see. So the Swampire is right there. All right.
Yeah.
Uh, All right. Let's see. I'll just say, "You undead mallard bastard," and I will whack him with my shillelagh stick. I don't think I can maneuver around him to get flanking. Is
This is basically the end where the wall, the last square hits the wall. Unless you want to try to break out into the courtyard.
uh, I'll just move right here, and
Okay.
then if Tejo wants to flank, he can flank. So I will just shillelagh smack him.
I will.
Mm.
Go smack him to man.
Okay. And let's see, it's a quarterstaff. So once I heard the crack, I realized, oh, I also have a whacking stick. So let us shillelagh. 25.
That hits.
Okay. He will take 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, so that would be 10 as you crack his fragile duck bones. But, oh, wow. Look at that cursed dice Nut just posted in the chat.
Yeah, that was my persuasion roll. It
Okay.
makes me very angry.
Yeah, yeah. And with that, let's see. The Svanpire will use flyby to leave this place.
Oh, it's running away from me. I'm gonna make
And-
it make a con save.
Okay, and I'll roll that con save. A 5.
It fails,
Wow.
so it's taking necrotic damage. 6 necrotic.
6 necrotic. Okay. And far away enough, you can see its neck extend, and like the spinal cord also extends past its body, so you actually see its spine attaching its feathered body to its goose head, and he drills its beak into Errki, and I will roll that.
All right.
So he's got he's got a periscope neck.
That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, that does hit. I roll damage.
And that is 10 piercing damage.
All right. I have a resistance during rage, so it's
5.
reduced to 5.
Okay. And now it is Erki's turn.
How big is this thing? Just medium.
Yeah, this thing is medium sized like you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm kind of like Homer Simpson style. I'm gonna take out my big meaty hand and just choke his giant neck. Basically, I'm putting him to a grapple because he's running away.
Okay, so roll a grapple check, which would be athletics.
Okay. It's an athletic check. Interesting. Okay, so yes, I will. I do get a advantage. I rolled a. Yeah, I got a 24 on that.
Yeah. Okay, so wait, why did you have advantage?
Because
Raging.
raging gives you
Advantage on
advantage
strength stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay. So let's see, 24. Yeah. That's he can't roll that high in strength, so he's grappled, yes.
I just imagine I'm just constricting his neck with my hand. It's
Are you little?
will shake it violently.
Yes, and you're holding. Okay, so you're holding on to him like that, and are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I just continue to shake him violently.
Okay then, Patrick.
Patrick's still a decent distance away. But Patrick will. Is there any commotion going on about like? Are we aware of this over here? This stuff going on? Is there a commotion about this?
Let's see. You're outside, and there's kind of like a bubble here for some reason, so you can kind of see a fight going on inside, but you're not too sure what's going on.
But I haven't heard like any commotions from like the NPCs getting ready for what's going on over there.
Okay, well, the NPCs here on the other side are like just sounds like they're like, preparing for the next fight, and they don't really notice much.
All right. Since Patrick's where he is, he's gonna take the dash action.
Mm-hmm.
Get over here with this bird,
Yeah.
and that's. I think that's the end of his turn. I don't think anybody's in dire need of some healing.
Okay.
Patrick will ask me, is anyone requiring healing other than the birds you're talking?
Now, as you do enter into the building, you see what looks like a spiked tongue come out of the Svanpire's beak and lick its beak before re-entering back into the beak.
Wait, this is a vampire duck?
Yeah, sure. Anyways, back to the where were we? Oh yes, the Devourer is getting closer, and it looks like it has summoned a bunch of more salamanders. So there are 4 of them. Now, this one gets pretty close to the buildings, and so does this one. And you can kind of see it outside your window. So the Devourer itself is a bit far away, but it looks like the salamanders will like get to the outer walls of the temple in like the next round. Now, Zale and Luck, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm gonna keep getting as much information as I can out of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What if we like help action each other constantly?
Huh. Yeah, that's an idea. Well,
That'd be funny.
I'll press on with my interrogation.
Okay, so what do you choose to ask next?
I'll all right. I'll ask him more about the Swanpire, the hunter that's out to get him, and I will say, I'll ask him why. Why is the Swanpire targeting you? What information do you have that could hurt your kingdom?
If I tell you, because it seems that I'll either die either way or spend life in prison. But maybe if you were to help me with something, I don't know what, I could help you.
Huh.
So
Help you?
well, what I'm trying to get here is because out of the 4, there's one charisma check called performance, but I forgot to tell you earlier. But that's basically bribing or pretending to be somebody's friend, not, as opposed to like deception, which is more like lying.
Oh.
Persuasion, which is using facts and logic, and then intimidation.
Yeah. It's That's interesting. Not sure about this. Damn. Okay. And I guess I asked the clown what sort of help is he asking for?
Well, what I would like to do is, I don't think you'll ever free me, but I would like, let's see, I would like to see my old honey again.
You, of all people, have a have a lover.
Oh, no, not that. It's just that the Beeple princess, when she, like, drinks nectar from the flowers and then produces honey, it tastes very good, so I would like her to make me more honeycombs. I would like to eat those honeycombs again before I die. Like a last meal on death row type of thing.
Well,
If you can
that's
promise me those, I will let you know something more.
that's certainly bizarre, but I don't see why not. And I turn to Luck, and I ask him, "Would you be willing to talk to the people about getting him some honey?"
Gotta give him money.
Yeah, about getting him honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just honey, so I guess that wouldn't be a problem.
Now, as
That's-
he talks about that, one of your guards comes up to you and whispers to you that the Beeple princess actually did send a packet of like honeycombs as a gift to you like last week, and they're sitting in the pantry, but they might be a bit stale.
Honey can't get shit down.
Yeah, that's fine. Huh. I look back to the clown and I say, "Well, you're in luck. It just so happens that I have some of her honey with me."
I hope they're fresh and not too soggy.
I can have someone fetch them for you.
Yes, that would be great. Give me that honey now, please.
Well, it's going to be a little bit. They have to go all the way to the watchtower, but should be able to get it within the hour.
Okay, so within the hour, roll a performance to see if he like believes that you'll actually get that for him within an hour, because he's kind of getting a little like impatient for that honey. So we'll see if he like if that's good enough of a that promise is a good enough of a bribe.
17.
Okay, he does believe you. So he will in return say, it was really weird that the Svanpire's pond started filling with salt, because I thought for sure that vampires were like, averse to salt, but not him. And it was weird that he called himself the Svanpire when he's clearly a duck. And during one of our fights, I did ask him, why are you salting your own pond? And he talked about not being able to swim in fresh water anymore.
Huh. That's quite interesting. Hmm.
Yes, vampires and water have a pretty weird relation. And Nut, are you doing anything?
But wait, don't vampires die in like running water?
Yes, they should, or at least the human vampires, but a duck vampire.
I can see why they're quite rare.
All right, Luck. If you're not doing anything, then I'll move on to the other turn.
Yeah, that's fine. I have
Okay.
to chase my brother around.
Oh, well, that does sound annoying.
Yeah.
Now, one of the salamanders gets to the building and uses its squeeze in effect to squeeze through a crack in the wall and is now here. And this guy unfortunately dies to the salamander. Now, Luck and Zale, I'll move back to you if you want to do anything about that or not.
Ah, pretty sure.
All right, you think about that. I'll go to the other group down here. So currently, they're all the party members, Patrick, Errki, and Kumuk, are in the room here. But Patrick, Errki are like 5 feet away from the Svanpire. So the Svanpire then puffs out its wings and does a little twirl around, and the wing, like, sharpness begins to start cutting into you. So both of you roll con saves for that,
All right.
except for Kamak. You're too far away.
Mhm.
9.
A 9 and a 10. Okay, unfortunately, that is too low. So I'll, like, roll the damage.
All right.
And that will be 6 slashing damage each.
Okay.
I think I get resistance because of Errki's thing, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. So that would be
grapple still counts as an attack.
3 for
Uh,
you.
And,
And you all...
furthermore, I'm gonna roll 2d6 for spirit shield real quick.
Okay, so you're currently grappled onto the guy as he's spinning around. And let's see. It would be pretty hard to dodge like a porcupine type attack in a grapple anyway. So what does the spirit shield do?
The spirit shield if someone like within 6 squares or 30 feet away from me takes damage, I can use my reaction to reduce that damage by 2d6. And I roll a 6, so
Okay.
he takes no damage.
How many times can you use spirit shield in
There is no limit. It
Oh.
just takes up my reaction.
Oh, okay then. 2d6, so you rolled that, and that's a 6, so that you've taken 0 damage.
I guess the flip side is like as I do this, if I wasn't choking this duck, it could run away.
Yeah,
without me
so
attacking.
it's basically stopped spinning, and then, but his feathers are still puffed out, but it's still a regular sized duck, just with puffed out feathers. And
Wait, it's a regular sized duck?
it's like a medium sized duck person, yeah.
Oh, sorry. When you said a regular sized duck, I'm like, wait a minute, we're fighting like an
That was a
actual-
misnomer of words. Anyways, among the three of you, decide who goes first.
I'm wondering, did he like break the walls over here?
No, he's just puffed out. That's a bunch of feathers.
Ah, okay.
He's still like kind of this, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm just gonna strike it and grapple it because apparently with extra attack I'm
Slam
allowed
him
to
through the wall.
slam. Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with a maul and grapple, but let's narrate it where I want to just slam him, like slam his head against the wall and use the wall is the maul itself.
Okay.
All right, so Shit, I rolled terrible. But I'm
Line
also gonna have-
misses. So as you attempt to slam the Svanpire into the wall, you're all underwater, so the movement is so slowed that he just kind of pumps on the wall instead.
All right, and I'm gonna continue to grapple its neck. I think gonna get advantage.
Oh, don't
so-
bother. It's still, you can just say you're maintaining the grapple.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
he
Just
has,
using-
keep
he has
beating the
to
shit out of
break-
him.
He
He has
has
to try
to
and
break
break-
the grapple once you've grappled.
I mean, have you ever seen those videos on YouTube where a guy like grabs a duck's neck? Like it can never get out of that ever.
Well, yeah, you're like 20 times bigger than the duck. What is it gonna do?
Well, the duck is a very long neck.
Oh yeah. Like look how long that neck is.
The most it can do is
So
like
it's
I don't
neck
know,
to
flap its
grab.
wings or shoot its grapple thing at you.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, you've just went. So Kumuk or Patrick, who goes next?
Patrick, if you can try and open up that sidewall, give us some more room, I can do something.
I think there is a doorway to the upper room too. Both of those rooms have a doorway.
Oh, I'm just trying to get him outside, so we actually have some room to move around.
I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have pass wall.
Oh,
By the way,
sorry.
do I gotta go completely outside the building to get to this room, or is there a doorway to that?
Oh, yeah, I should have mentioned that the walls here are solid, but these just like walk through them. And here, let's say, anything perpendicular to the courtyard that's touching that can be walked through as well.
Oh, okay. So this room's a lot bigger than we think. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so this is open and this is open.
yeah.
Okay. I can work with that a bit more.
Now, if the drawing function on Tableplop were better, I would like make more drawings, but it's kind of weird the way they do it.
All right. Well, I'll go first if you want me to, Kuma, because I assume that's what you're getting to.
Uh-huh.
Right, so Patrick obviously is hearing some crazy shit coming from the north. I mean, this thing squeezed in through a wall and killed somebody, so I assume there's a commotion going on.
Yep,
So
yep, there is.
Patrick is going to want to investigate all that. So first, Patrick is just going to drop a create bonfire right there as he defies physics, causes fire to erupt
Oh,
underwater. And he'll maintain concentration on that. I hear something from the north. I'm certain you two can handle this. And then Patrick's gonna go up 20 feet to there. Then he's going to go 5, 10. All right.
Okay.
He's
Now-
dropping a bonfire on the bird. The bird must make, I believe, a DC 15 dexterity check, and I think because it's grappled, it gets disadvantage.
Yep, okay, disadvantage grapple. So that would be Huh, it got frozen a bit. Okay, there we go. So that's a 13.
All right, so the bird is going to take. Ooh, not bad. 12 fire damage, and if he ends his turn in there, he'll have to make that save again.
Okay, so he's taken 12 fire damage. Now, as you are in this hallway, you notice that the water is slowly pushing you forward. Kind of like how in real life there's like these platforms at the airport. You stand on them and they just escalate you forward. So,
All right.
if you want, you can just choose to remain like standing in the same place, or you can let the water push you like all the way to the end of the other one, which would be here.
Oh, Patrick.
And you'll end up there on the beginning of your next turn. Or you can choose to stay where you are or stop at one of the places along the way.
I'll let it push me because that's the general direction I believe that all this noise is coming from.
Okay, so I'll just move you slowly forward, and then here beside the guy who noticed one of his friends died. Now, meanwhile, Kumuk. You're muted, Kumuk.
Oh, sorry. Forgot I drank water. Seeing as how bludgeoning was working so well against this gent, I just came up with a new animal idea called the rough and pummel.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so I shall use conjure animals, and I am conjuring 4 half CR animals. So,
Okay,
you
so
know
what
what
type
I'm
of animal
summoning?
is this?
I'm
I hope-
summoning
Sea monkeys.
two giant sea.
Giant sea monkeys.
Seals, you said. Is that like on the list of things you can summon for that spell?
Croc and horsey. They are on.
I can barely hear you because there's like some connection issues. Can you just type out what you're saying in the general?
Or hold on.
I'm hearing zipper noises, like somebody's opening a bag.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. That is what I am summoning.
Oh, seahorses. Okay. Giant seahorses and crocodiles. Okay, so because I'm not going to spend an hour trying to find those tokens, I will just use like other tokens to represent them. Okay,
That's all right. I literally just thought of this on the fly.
Oh, I'll use the flower. Oh, that's too big. The flower token I use for the Gorgon Ramsay arc. So, 1, 2, and then let's see. For your seals, I'll use lobster people token. Oh, that's too big. 1 and 2. So the flowers are your crocodiles, and these are your giant seahorses. Now,
Why is this duck growing?
okay, so are you doing anything else on your turn?
Okay. I want to put the crocodiles because I can summon them where I can see. I'm putting the crocodiles over here and the seahorses on the upper corner.
Over where? Here?
Up here.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the crocodiles are right here next to them, and the seahorses are in the
Yeah.
upper corner over here.
Okay, so you've summoned one of them inside and one of them outside. Okay.
Yes, because you can pass through the wall, right?
Yes. Now,
Awesome.
it is the animals you summoned turn.
Okay. I am going to have both crocodiles try and bite the swan vampire, and they are both at a +4 to hit. So
Okay,
let's see how
roll
this
those.
goes. Yep. First one, that's a 12. Does that hit?
A 12 miss it. Wait, let me check. A 12 does hit, yes.
Awesome. So let me check. Okay, he is taking 1d10 plus 2 piercing. He is taking 10 piercing damage. And if you would like, my good pummeling berserker friend, my crocodile can restrain him.
Good. They can hold him. Will I beat him with them all?
Perfect. And now the other crocodile can bite at him for advantage. That is a nat 20 to bite him.
A natural 20.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Oof. So that's 2d10 on a bite. That is. Oof. That is 17 piercing.
That's a lot.
Now, I don't know if you want to double restrain him, considering how long his neck is.
No, that's a lot of damage.
So right now he is restrained by 2 giant crocodiles.
Yes.
And now it is the seahorse's turn. Okay, so I'm gonna have both of them back up 15 feet, and then they're gonna do a ram attack at full speed on the duck.
Okay.
They're gonna ram him.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
literally have a thing called a charge attack.
Okay.
Okay. So roll
And-
those.
And these are both at advantage because he's still restrained.
Awesome.
Okay, so first seahorse charge. That is 18. I think that hits.
18 hits.
Okay, now the bludgeoning damage, since it was a charge attack, is 3d6. He takes 9 bludgeoning from the first seahorse.
Okay.
And now the second seahorse. That was, just short. That was a 22, so I think that hits.
Yeah.
More bludgeoning. That was, ouch, that was 12 bludgeoning, also vulnerable, so that's ow.
Okay. So with this, and is that the end of your animal's turns?
Yes, they just went to town on him.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, yeah, the seahorses are a marine life who can live this far deep in the ocean, but unfortunately, the crocodiles have lungs, and
They
they
can
did.
hold their breath.
They can hold their breath, yes, but they did not
The pressure
get
will kill them though.
the pressure and the blessings from the temple like directly during the turn they were summoned. So have them both roll con saves and we'll see what the pressure does to them.
Okay, so.
This is so sad, by the way. I'm hearing violent
All right,
music
first
right now.
crocodile on the left. That's a 14.
Mm-hmm.
Other one is a 6.
A 6. Okay, so the 14 one lives, but unfortunately, the 6 one goes limp. Goodbye, sweet biting prince.
At least he's still restrained by one of them.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
kind of initially imagine like when you said monkeys, just like release of like just actual land monkeys in the sea. It just like as a summon, they all like scream.
That's why I was so silent because I was looking up water animals.
Oh,
that's
I
fair.
see. Okay.
Yeah.
And as that happens, one of the salamanders squeezes through and seems to now be using its massive bulk to block this flowing hallway. Now,
Oh
we
wait, I just thought of a great idea. Since the
Yes.
thing died near me, I will use my spores to reanimate it as an undead crocodile
on your next turn or as a reaction?
as a reaction.
Oh, wow. So what is its stats now? Like the same thing, but undead?
I guess. I guess it just gets
Okay.
the undead tag unless
Sorry,
somebody can zombie snatch
Undead giant crocodile. How much HP does it have?
walk. 19.
So, like,
Okay.
the crocodile just changes colors as it just turns from like living to undead living.
Turns from dark, weird.
If a beast or
crocodile
humanoid
green
that is
to
small or
purple.
medium dies within 10 feet of you,
Oh, they're not
reanimate
close
it
enough.
1 hit point Zombie's turn
one hit
comes
point.
after yours. Okay. So I guess if you move closer, you could reanimate it.
Yes, I have enough movement to do that. So, ah.
Okay, so this is the undead crocodile. It has 1 HP. Okay then. The other crocodile is a little bit spooked by this, but he carries on.
You just see a whole bunch of mushrooms just sprout on the other crocodile. Just boop, boop, boop.
Okay. Meanwhile, with the other group,
Finally, I get to use that. I forgot to use it on the dead guards.
Luck and Zale, you've noticed the salamander has slipped through one of the cracks in the walls and is now near your portion of the temple. You can actually see it through some of the holes in, like, they're not like holes in the walls, they're more like window-shaped holes in the walls that were deliberately carved there.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the
I don't like.
clown seems to be still has more information to give up. So what do you do?
Well, as far as I'm aware, the clown's not really going anywhere, and I don't really like. I don't like the monsters creeping into my temple too much. So I'm gonna do something about that salamander.
Okay.
Not a terrible idea.
Which I don't really know where he is on the map though. Wait,
He's
is
here.
it okay? Like what? Oh, right next to Luck.
Wait, where are you looking at? I'll show you where the salamander is. Like, if you follow the line.
Oh, he's way down. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, that's something. That's a distance. All right.
That's,
I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna dash towards him then. 5, 10, 15. 20. Can I go through this wall right here?
Yeah, you can. So
25.
all of these rooms, you can go through them. You can actually also go into the courtyard like this too.
Huh. I had just enough dashing movement to get right up to him.
Okay. Now make a perception check as you look at the salamander's head.
Ooh, alright. Nat 20.
A nat 20. Okay. You notice it's a little funny because it doesn't look like any salamander you've seen before. It has no eyes or gills and no nostrils or blowhole. And you reach out to touch it and it disperses in front of you because it's not real, it's an illusion.
Oh shit, okay.
Also, it looks like the guy who died just died of fright.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Alright.
Yeah, of fright. Okay, so that was and the clown can see the illusion dispersing and say, "Oh, yeah, that's how he gets people to fear him. The Svanpire uses those illusions."
Huh.
Nut, your microphone is like really loud. Anyways, what is?
You ready to go? Time to go.
Oh yeah, by the way, Luck, you can basically go now because there's really nothing for you to do. So we'll see you next session. I mean, yeah, bye.
My boys are
Alright, bye.
You got stuff to do. Have fun.
Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Enjoy.
Yeah, see you, dude.
Yes. So with that, will return to the. Oh yeah, Patrick. You also notice that the thing was an illusion as Zale dispersed it.
Huh. Alrighty.
Also, the one behind you too was also an illusion, so I'll remove that.
I was about to say if that one was illusion, Patrick was probably going to turn around and just yeet something at that to disperse it too. If it was an illusion,
Just like a really, really slow underwater rock.
Now, with that, the Svanpire has realized that its illusions have been pierced. So the army that was busy preparing to fight the next part of the breach encounter realize it doesn't exist. So they are now going to attack the other commotion that the party has been dealing with. And with that, it will attempt to escape. Let's see, how many grapples is he in? He's in one giant crocodile grapple, the undead crocodile ungrappled, and Errki's grapple. So it will attempt to puff up some feathers for that. And I will roll that damage.
Oh wait, do all my summons get your resistance from Ancestor?
Technically, yes.
Yes, I would
Oh
say so.
jeez.
Okay, so let's see. That would be yeah, so have your summons do a con save. And also Errki as well.
On
Alright.
saves. All of them?
Yeah.
Alright, let me just roll all their dice at once. They all pretty much have the same con. 1, 2,
14.
3, 4. Uh 15, 13, 8, 8.
15, 13, and 8 and 8. Okay, so which one was that again? For the con saves. 14, 12, 8, 8, 42. Yeah, so all of them unfortunately do not make it. And Errki, your con save was 14, so you've unfortunately been hit as well. Let's see, so we'll roll the damage for that. And that was a -1. So that's 13 for everybody except the people protected, which is everyone else. So that'll be 12 goes into 6 piercing, except for Errki, who gets 13. Unfortunately, undead giant crocodile dies a second time. And how much HP do your remaining animals have?
Each of them took 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the giant
6
seahorses still
slashing,
have.
yeah. Oh,
Yep, so the
piercing, yeah.
giant seahorses have 10 HP. Giant crocodile has 13.
13. Okay. So, let's see. And, yeah, and Errki also took 13. Okay, then.
What type damage?
Piercing.
Alright.
Which
It
you're
was-
resistant to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 6 instead. Okay, now it will begin to shrink a bit, so the crocodile kind of gets dragged here. And he
I
is...
just imagine, like, as he's pulling his neck back, it's just dragging the crocodile across the floor.
Yes. He has been shrunk a little bit there. Now, with that, it seems the two of you are still holding on. So, let's see. Whose turn is it next? Errki, you're the closest. So what do you do?
Is this thing bloody?
What do you mean? No, not yet.
well, it did end its turn still in the bonfire, so it's got to make that dex save.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Wait. How is there a fire underwater?
Magic.
I defy
They're all actually fires underwater, like oil fires and stuff. and like
Oh, okay.
volcanic fires. So
I see.
This is magic fire.
the
The crocodile is helping to make some roast duck.
Okay, is one of the crocodiles still grappling it?
Yep.
Okay. I will smack it twice, and I'm going to.
got a 22 on its dex save, Patrick.
Oh, it's not still grappled?
Oh
no, it's
yeah,
still
it
grappled.
is. So I have to roll that again.
Oh yeah. If he's grapple and restrained, he gets disadvantage.
18.
I forgot about that.
All right, no damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use this opportunity to make 2 maul attack. Hopefully, to.
You're
do
flanking
some-
now, so roll with advantage.
Yeah. So first one. Good.
Are you still grappling?
No. I'm allowing the crocodile to take it. Or did is the crocodile still grappled? or
Yes,
no?
the crocodile's
Yep.
still grappling. Yeah.
Okay.
Crocodile still got him.
So I got a 20 on the first one, and I'm just gonna. Maybe I could. So a 20 and a 25.
Okay, so both of those hit, and your damage.
All right, rolling. A 12 and a 14.
A 12
Both
and a
bludgeoning?
14. Yep.
Hey.
Yeah, so 12 will become 24, and then 14 will become 26. That's 40 damage total. And okay. With that, I need you to make a dexterity check. That I'll explain why later.
All right, I made a 13.
13. Okay. So with that, your handling of the maul is a little bit better than completely clumsy, but it is still oafish enough to crack this section of the wall a little bit more that the shark was biting on earlier. So now this wall is a little bit weaker than before.
Oh, I swinged in the wall.
Yeah,
Oh.
like if you swang like this, usually that would do nothing to the wall, but because the shark was doing some damage, so there's a little bit of it's a little bit more cracked than before.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, come up.
No. Okay, it is my go. My guys are still holding on to him. I will, let's see how much movement I got. I got doo-doo-doo. And then doo-doo. Yep. I will go here. Difficult terrain to get through Errki or swim around him.
Well, not really,
And-
because you're all underwater, so there's no difficult terrain thing because you're just
True.
swimming under or over people.
Yeah,
True.
I don't think your own allies. Wait, are allies difficult terrain?
Yeah, on land, but because we're doing underwater stuff for this one session before we go back to land stuff, like occasionally when we do underwater stuff, the rules change a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. I will give him another whacking with Chalet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this is an advantage too, because I'm flanking.
Yeah.
That is 25. That probably hits.
Yeah, that hits.
He is taking 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, that would be 10 bludgeoning, yeah.
Okay. And that shall be the end of my turn. And then my animal's turn comes up.
Okay. And as you do that, also roll a dex save.
Dex, all right. Nat 20.
A natural 20. Okay, so you notice that as he gets hit by your quarterstaff, he tries to deflect the blows so that the quarterstaff hits the broken wall, but you're sturdy enough so that your control of the quarterstaff does not hit the wall.
Trying to escape, are you, now that your weakness has been exposed?
Mm-hmm.
You will not escape the shrooms and his bangers.
Okay, meanwhile, what is Luck doing?
Didn't luckily.
Oh yeah, Luck left, right. So Zale and Patrick.
You don't want my
Right.
animals to beat the shit out of him?
Well, the Sandmeter was an illusion, and there was now nothing really over here in this section where I am. So, yeah, I guess I'll skedaddle way down outside the temple, where the fighting's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why am I why am I back over here in this room? I moved myself like way over here.
Oh, that might be because of like table plop sometimes does that. If you click the mouse and then you click outside the screen and you move your mouse, then your character might still be moving. It's weird.
Yeah, alright. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm just dashing over there.
Mm-hmm.
25, 30, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay,
I
now that
am
you're here, you're on the water escalator that just moves horizontally.
okay. Alright. And that's my turn. I'm swimming real fast.
Okay, and Patrick, you notice Zale came up to you.
All right. It seems that they were illusions. We better get back to the others. Are currently dealing with some sort of bird problem. And Patrick will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
I'm rather
30.
glad they were just illusions. If they were really what they appeared to be, we would have been in more trouble.
Yes, indeed. Dash action 5, 10,
Yeah.
15, 20.
But I
25,
agree, we should help the others.
And
I'm
how
actually on my way right now.
is my bird? Measure it from where Patrick is. He, yeah, he could. All right, and the bird will take off and flap its way to here.
Okay. Now, as the Omi begins to enter the room, the Svanpire will try one last time to break the wall and will do a beak attack against the wall. And we'll
He will
say
have
the wall
disadvantage.
at disadvantage, and we'll say the wall's AC is 13. So that would be a at disadvantage, and we'll see. And if this fails, the swan is either captured or killed, compared depending on what Zale determines. Okay, so this is 1, and this is 2. So that's 13. So meets it, beats it. Now, as the beak hits the wall, it breaks open, and it becomes outside. And as the Svanpire is now outside, it disappears and disperses into smoke. So, here's another rule of the vampire thing. For normal human vampires, if they are inside a house, they must be invited to come in, otherwise, they must stay out. But here, he must be invited outside, otherwise, he can only spawn inside a house. And now it is outside. And that's the end of the session.
Ah.
Ooh.
Now, you can leave if you want. I'm stopping the